I'm not a stupid bot which makes you press buttons.
There's one thing that doesn't give up, and it's called ChatGPT. It doesn't go to the bathroom to cry and call mommy.
Hi guys, hi there. This is Daniel and Igor Parinov, and we are on the channel The Marketing Game. Today we're speaking about AI automatization, and not just text AI, but voice AI for HVAC, for appliance repair, for all the home services and contractor businesses. And yeah, just go ahead. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk about this fancy word AI. So basically, the issue that we faced as a outsourcing call center was that we saw that there's the huge burnout rates among our agents, and we also saw that there's this new technology, generative AI, which is kind of able to do the same stuff that we do, that we want our agents to do. So we thought like, hey, why don't we try to make all the stuff that we are having in ChatGPT in text form, in voice form, and make AI talk to us.
Yeah, let me, by the way, share just a briefly background. So this guy, he used to have a huge call center, and actually his background and business before the AI and before the software, he was all the time the call center, building call centers for the same purpose.
Yeah, so my background, I used to run an outsourcing call center for over 10 years.
Yeah.
So like I know nuts and bolts of this business, and I know the ugly stuff. And one of the ugliest things about call centers is that there's this huge turnover rate, because nobody wakes up and thinks, hey, my dream is to be the call center agent. No,
yeah, dispatcher, sales guy.
Yeah, it's
call in.
It's a temporary kind of kick for everybody. We face huge turnover, and nobody tries that hard. And this leads to us having to spend a lot of time to hire and to train new agents. And when we see those agents get burned down because of like 4% conversion rates on telemarketing stuff, or see burned down because half of the leads they receive are not qualified, they just give up. And there's one thing that doesn't give up, and it's called ChatGPT. And for example, when you tell it, hey, you suck, it doesn't go to the bathroom to cry and call mommy. Like, it just says, okay, here's another option. The whole idea was to turn AI into our call center agent. And it was like a couple of years ago. And right now, it turns out that everybody's calling those AI autonomous systems agents. So we basically made this outbound or inbound AI calling agents before it all became this buzzword. So what it basically does is it does all the stuff that your best trained pre-sales guy can do. Yeah. So it instantly picks up the phone.
This is the first issue, the first problem which everybody has in the business.
Yeah, so actually getting a high conversion rate into booked calls in service businesses is quite simple. Mm-hmm. So step one, pick up the phone.
Just pick up the phone, yeah.
ASAP. And then step two, do not get into the way of customer booking this call. So just don't do stupid shit. That's it. And what our AI does is it just checks both of these boxes. First box checked, it picks up the phone within 3 seconds of the call being made. Checkbox number two, we have trained it on the best practices in this industry and best practices in sales in general that we saw that perform well in fields, in real world. Mm-hmm. So for example, we need to mix our questions to the client during our needs identifying process with the bits of presentation. And we also need to throw in bits of expert comments when clients share their problems that they're facing, what stopped working in their AC units, or if the fridge is leaking, it's probably because of the clogged drain or something. Mm-hmm. So our AI basically does the stuff that a well-trained sales agent does. and it also is integrated with the CRM, so you basically get the whole package. You get the lead booked, lead qualified, booked in the system, and all the questions answered.
Can you close all the funnel, all the stages of the funnel with your AI technology, with this software? Everybody knows that firstly you need to say hello, then understand the problem of your potential client, then just maybe move to the next stage, and then to the next stage, and then close the deal. Or it's only somewhere in the beginning, just pick up the phone and...
The thing is that with most of home services, we usually book the first meeting with the technician for a service call. So this is something that our AI 100% can do, and it actively does it in tens of businesses. And the algorithm is quite simple. First you greet the client, it's hard to mess there. Then you qualify the leads to understand that, hey, we do serve this area, and yeah, we do serve this type of appliance or this type of unit. And then you identify their needs. What's broken? What's the problem? Is it the type of problem that we solve? If yes, then hey, let's book a call. We can help you with that. In case the client has some objections, of course, we can work with that as well.
By the way, let's jump on the call. Let's see how does it work, right? I'm sure that you have some examples.
Yeah, we can try to make the call either to our agent on the website.
And we will, by the way, we'll check right now if several AI can speak together.
Hey there. It sounds like you might need help with a few appliances. Could you tell me what type of appliance or appliances you need repaired?
Hey, you already talking to me, yep?
Yeah, I'm here to help you out. So what kind of appliance is acting up for you?
And by the way, that's great. On the background, I hear that it's like he's like working in an office.
CRM,
Yeah?
he's typing stuff.
Yeah. Are you typing some stuff when we are talking, or what?
Well, I've been trained by our manager, and I'm AI. And don't worry, manager listens to all my calls, and I'm not a stupid bot which makes you press buttons.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, you got me read a little bit differently, but anyway, that's great. So you're not a real person, but you sound like a real person, right?
Exactly. I sound like a real person, but I'm AI. If you want,
what's your name?
Connect you to a real person.
Yeah, what's your name? How do you name
I'm Elliot.
yourself?
I go by Elliot here.
Okay.
So what appliance do you need help with?
No, I'm not calling about appliance. We're actually shooting a video here for the YouTube podcast about marketing, and we're talking about AI technologies right now, how we can use them in appliance repair business or in HVAC business, so to book estimates, to book actually jobs and service calls. This is why I'm calling. We're just testing you.
Got it. You're exploring how AI can help with booking and service calls in repair or HVAC business.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Correct.
Just to clarify. Okay, so are you looking to book a service appointment with us today, or just gathering info about?
No, we're
how the process
we're
works?
just gathering. So anyway, yeah, thank you. That was great talking to you, and we will place that like a demo. Yeah, please don't put it into your CRM. Just let's talk about that later, okay?
Sure thing. No problem at all. If you ever want to book or have questions, just give us a shout.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Bye bye. He was trying to, close
yeah.
me. And yeah, maybe we'll also put a couple of other examples so you can really see how it works. And by the way, yeah, we already have all the links where you can try this chat with this AI in the description. And by the way, yeah, drop the comments if you like it or not, if you want to use it,
Or if you think it's
as
well.
That also, because yeah, he was.
It will kill you once it starts the revolution, as you saw in Terminator.
But actually, what I liked about this example, because we talked already several times to this bot, because he really sounds like human. There are some voices on the background. It's like it seems like he or it works somewhere in the office. And he also, what I like also, that this AI, it tries to close you anyway. So if you object, if you're not sure, he says like, okay, let's book it. Then you'll think about it a little bit, but let's book it. Let's fix something, and it moves you to the next step. So that's great. Could you give a couple examples maybe? How it, like before and after?
Yes, so we understand that we are in a competitive environments. And our main competitor is the flesh and bone human pre-sales or call center agents who works in the client's business. So our goal is to provide higher or at least equal conversion rates of the qualified leads as these agents, as a human. As a rule, we provide 10 to 15% conversion rate higher than your typical human call center, sometimes like up to 20% higher. So what we usually see is like our typical conversion rate is between 75 to 85% of the qualified leads. So this is what you should expect from this solution. And of course, there are pathways to escalate. So for example, if you say, hey, I hate AI, I hate your robots, give me a real human, it will escalate you.
Give me a real human.
So it will transfer the call to the human if the human is online. Because if we work after hours, there is no human online to transfer the call. So AI will just say, hey, I'll just send the text message to my customer rep and ask them to get back to you ASAP. This way, the customer knows that his question will be taken care of. But like 95% of the inbound calls can be solved with AI and booked with AI, if the target is to book a new service call.
When can home services and contractors, when can they use it? So it's nighttime, after work, before?
Yeah. So there are probably two approaches to this. Approach number one is the cautious one. So, for example, you think it's a risky move and you want to use it in the after hours or use it as an overflow solution. So, for example, if your human agents do not respond after 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you can transfer the call to
20
AI.
is a lot. Maybe like 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I want somebody to pick up already.
Yeah, and if you want, you can be more aggressive with transfer to AI, of course. But then there's a more forward-thinking and aggressive approach where you just allow AI to do all the front-end stuff. So AI picks up the call by default, and if needed, it can escalate, transfer the call to a human. In this case, you'll need much less human stuff, and you can just skip the best ones, pay them better, and they will stay with you for longer and just respond to the edge cases that only they human can solve.
And you also connect it to, like, it does everything. It may connect to CRM, so all the bookings are in CRM. So as a technician in the morning can also already go through the schedule and just...
Yeah, so we connected with the CRM systems, ERP systems, House Call Pro, Workis, Service Titan, you name it. As long as CRM has API and you have keys, we can do all this work. It also books the service call into the calendar of the technician, and then there's the tricky part, because you don't want those service calls to be booked in a random order or like first come first go basis, because it will lead to a hectic route that the technician will have to take. So, for example, his first point will be very, very far away from his home. Then, in the middle of the day, he will come near his home base, and then by the end of the day, he will also get like 80 miles or like 150 miles from home, which is not like the optimal route. And what we do is we set an algorithm that way that we book the roundabout, like circular routes for the technician, and this way it's the most efficient way of using their time, and they are happy that they do not have to stay in traffic jams for half of the day.
I know that you have prices on the website, but we can, by the way, we can leave it like evergreen. So if you have a link below,
yeah,
and you can check out the actual prices there. And we know that the price actually which you have, because you have it's like unique, it's tailored made for each client, as I know, it's much more expensive and different from that let's say, voice AI, which you can have by default in each CRM.
Yeah.
And what is the difference?
To put it into perspective, there are two types of this AI voice solutions. And there are things like DIY AI voice agents. So you get the platform and you just need to set it up yourself. And anyone who tried to set it up for themselves and to make it production ready so that it would convert.
So yeah, we just finishing wrapping this meeting up a little bit. Yeah, we have some technical issues, but not with the AI. AI works actually perfectly.
It's just the battery.
Let's make a summary. So what I understand that actually the closerai.com, it can actually work with 20 clients, 20 lines in the same time.
Yeah, so it can talk to 20 clients at the same time simultaneously. In a typical use case scenario, it means it can handle as many calls as you need, because we can scale it up to hundreds or thousands of calls
and you can
need to. Yeah, and as it's closer, it can close the leads and it's optimized for conversions for sales. And it's also integrated with your CRM system, and it books the meetings with your technicians the right way, not the stupid way. It knows how to make routes so that technicians' time will be utilized effectively.
It speaks like a person, like a human. Actually, we have heard.
It sounds like a human, like a polite human. So if you try to insult him and you call him names, like it won't get offended, it will just stay too polite. That's the main reason why you might suspect that it's AI. But other than that, like it's pretty human. It's pretty human.
And your clients were like, what are the niches? What is the main niche, and what are the niches where you can apply this AI technology?
So the main niche is our home services. So be it appliance repair, HVAC, roofing, you name it. Remodeling, yes. We work
Flooring,
with all those
everything like doors,
industries.
repair.
So basically, whenever you need to qualify clients, determine their needs, and then to book a call or to book a live meeting with your technician, it will help you, it will do the work for you, and will probably do the work much more efficiently and with less hassle than your human call center or pre-sales department does. And the typical result is that 100% of the calls get picked up, because it's AI, it works 24/7. The conversion rate is usually 10 to 15% higher than what you are facing with your human sales department, and the amount of time that you dedicate to managing this pre-sales department is close to zero, because this agent works all the time. It doesn't ask you for a raise, it doesn't deteriorate in its like cognitive abilities, etc. Basically, if you try to simulate speaking about your business and booking a service call for your business inside ChatGPT, and you see that it might work, then you will see that it's not just might, it does work with our solution.
Yeah, I would say just try it. We put all the links below this video. Drop some comments below, like test it. Be really not so maybe nice with him. Just test it real good, and then comment and like what's your experience and what do you feel about that, and if you would implement that into your business or not. And yeah, we'll come into the comments, and then we'll also respond to you. Just try it, and see you in the next episodes. Bye.
Bye.